For me, college was not something that I, not that I thought I couldn't do it, not that I thought I wasn't smart, just I didn't know anyone who had ever went to college. And I remember, hearing about Ohio State and how good their marching band was and just like how good of a school they were. Um, and I remember like people telling me that I could never get in because it was so hard. And I remember being 8 at the time. I survived a suicide attempt at 16. When when it came down to it, for me, school was always my saving grace. I don't know why I like ran so hard to get into school, um, because genuinely did not see anything else more for my life. And the chances of me getting into Ohio State, I look back to it and I honestly don't know how. Really, no stability offered or aided, no aid. Board of the state since I was 7, so never got adopted, and so um, I never really thought that I would get into Ohio State. I didn't think that they would accept me, um, given that there was, really no consistency within schools or homes, but they took me in. My first year was really hard. I had a hard time settling in, getting used to um, campus, I guess. Um, I like had my own issues of like racial discrimination with teachers, professors, and things. And it was also like the same year that OSU to Mizzou happened, and I found myself getting involved in like student activism, and it kind of already like had a spark hit in me. Second year started to look up. I got into a program that only 25 sophomores out of the 10,000 are on Ohio State's campus can get in. I didn't know at the time that only 25 got in. And so it like gave me a morale booster. I picked a major, chose public affairs. But yet my mental health was really still grainy because student activism was really something that I was really, really pushing. Didn't really pay attention to my grades as much, didn't really care about my grades as much because I couldn't stop thinking about things that my family were enduring, myself that I was enduring. There was a murder of a 14-year-old kid by our police department that wasn't really getting that much attention, and then and so it was really hard. My first experience with police brutality at the young age of 6, I had a gun pointed at me and my brother because they thought we were a dope house. 12 years old, slammed and arrested by a cop because my foster mom called because I had a disagreement with my sister. And when he asked me to sit down, he didn't realize that I had scoliosis. And when I tried to explain that to him, it wasn't enough. It wasn't until I got to the ground and he could see that my back was not straight that he never apologized, but he realized that he probably shouldn't have handled me like I was a grown man. But that's, near then done. I forgive him. I forgave him. And so I ran for a Senate position and I won. I passed every resolution that I worked on. It kind of just got me to thinking just about what I could do more for myself and others like myself, other foster kids who are thrown into a world who know nothing other than pain and suffering and are taught and told to take on large amounts of debt and to just figure it out and get through it. I understand bad things happen and good things happen, but it's just been something that I think could be resolved and that the foster care system itself is not designed to work on. I've been doing a lot of more reading, just like trying to teach myself on things. I've noticed that a lot of issues that my parents have had with their lives is just the lack of not knowing a lot. So I've been reading a lot more on like economics, taxes, race-based books for guidance, job hunting. Yeah, so that's been my college experience. I'm like the first to go to college, and like I thought that that, you know, your family are like the ones that are supposed to, but it was my friends, it was my old guidance counselor, it was it was teachers, it was professors, you know, who literally, you know, saw something in me that I didn't see in myself, that helped me get out of the bed every day. So it's being open to others and communicating when you're not well and all that good stuff. Yeah.